Hey YouTube, this is Southern Purple One. I'm going to speak loud. I did a video this morning, I got it posted, and the volume was terrible. I don't know if it's because of the my equipment or if it's just YouTube, but I will redo that one again. So if you see a private video out there, nothing crazy, it's just bad audio. So let's get right into it. Got lots to cover. Let's go to Michigan, middle part of Michigan. Fuel. Gasoline, $4.44, jumped to $4.79, then jumped to $4.99, 55 cents in 1 week. Let's go to New Hampshire, Walmart. This person works in the dairy and the frozen food. They are overstocked. It's clogged up in the back, terrible. So they don't know why. Was this a glitch? Was it done on purpose? But there's so much there. Is it they were expecting a shortage of something? He doesn't know. He's not high enough in the food chain. Also, Washington State. It made the news, and I got some people that I guess live there sent me this. Person walks in there, I think it was a lady, and starts a fire so to cover up her stealing. And they said what she stole, not much, but she did about $7 million worth of damage. They did catch her. So people are crazy. People are not thinking straight. So protect yourself. Also, this guy works in a data center. And the supply chain is very bad, and it's delaying a lot of things that they buy. And he's in the IT sector, like copper and fiber cables, 3 to 4 months out to get those in. This is an engineer that works at a grain handling equipment manufacturing, so they make stuff to handle grain, and it's in the middle of the country. The supplies of electrical equipment and steel, big pieces of steel sheets, are very hard to find, but they're getting them, but it's just delaying them getting their job done. Also, common motors are months out. Northern California, 3-string bales of hay, about 120 pounds of hay, is $17 to $20, which is expensive, but this is the first cutting. There will be no more cuttings on that field because they turned off the water because of the drought. Northwest Washington, diesel, $5.65, gasoline, $5.06. This is from a correctional officer out west. They built a new prison. They put the new prison in a very expensive county, in a very expensive area. So the people working there, from people, all the people, even the guards, can't afford to live near their job. So they have to commute long distances, which this will keep them from getting people because no one wants to commute long distance. So they cannot open this new prison to full capacity because they don't have the people. So they're short on like cleaning supplies. The kitchen has to change the menu and just make what they have in stock. This is an engineer in the medical field servicing hospitals in Wisconsin. So like a new procedure room that's going to have x-ray machines in it. They don't have the high voltage breakers. It's a 6-month wait for the breakers. Plus lower parts of breakers are just as short. Also, certain memory chips for computers that they use have gone up 3 times the cost, even hard to find them. Large equipments that they need is 12-month plus to get them in. This guy hauls organic oils for biodiesel, and also they use it for fuel and feed. He hauls like pork fat, corn, and soybean oil. But the corn oil, there is no place to put it. The tanks are all full, so no one's needs it, and he doesn't know why. They take regular diesel and they mix this and they make more of a biodiesel with it. So he doesn't know if there's just lack of petroleum diesel to mix with it, or if this is for some nefarious thing and they're just trying to make prices go higher on all types of fuel. This is a farmer that has 1,000 acres in Ohio. He says the wheat is looking bad in his area. This is from a career firefighter. He's concerned about the DEF additives for the DEF system, and that's for the diesel exhaust. Fire trucks, what if they run out? A lot of their fire trucks are the newer ones that use them. Let's go over to South Carolina at a collision repair shop. If you bring your vehicle in there and it's drivable, it's going to be 6 weeks out before they even get your vehicle back. If you're a non-drivable tow-in, it's 10 to 12 weeks before they start on you. Parts situation, nightmare at best, his words. Honda and Toyota, the hardest parts to get. Paint, there's certain toners that you need to mix with the paint and not available. So I'm urging you, drive slow, drive careful, Don't get in an accident, because you literally could have your vehicle gone for months and months and months, and I'm not exaggerating. Mechanic, he works on semis for a global fleet. Parts, back order, weeks to months to get. Filters, they used to keep surplus, just as many as they needed. Now they got to hunt and peck and find them. Taking extra time to get grease and oil. Even some of the tools that they need to order, taking time to get longer. Maryland, Aldi's, this lady noticed a lot of dented cans, and all the cans are at regular prices. Has anyone else noted dented cans? Are they cleaning out warehouses of stuff that's been just sitting and they're trying to use it up? Also, New York State, the Central Park, gas, $4.75. Diesel, $6.39. He also says that he buys cases of ramen noodles, and they used to be 24 in a case that he would buy. Now there's only 12 at the same price. Also, another type of noodles, there used to be 14 in a pack. Now there's only 7, same price. This is inflation. Northern Nevada, $20 for a bale of hay in the field if you get it out. The growers have promised all hay to the California dairies. At the feed store, the bale of hay used to be $33. The workers there at the feed store said the next load they get, they'll be charging $38, and that was a couple months ago. This is a large international finance company, and he is an IT worker in that large international finance company. Hard to get laptops. He services 500 people in his office. He has 5 new laptops in stock. The office in New York, which is much larger, sent him an email saying to him, can you spare some laptops? Hopefully he said no, because he desperately needs them to keep those people working. Also, Dell warranty parts that he uses to repair in-house, 3 to 6 months wait. This is from a DoD contractor. He's based in the United States. He's based at a military post. He works on helicopters. He can't get the proper grease for maintenance. Hard time getting parts. The Army is really short of pilots for helicopters. Since Biden has been president, morale has collapsed in the military and the civilians, the people he deals with. And he is a civilian DoD contractor. He also mentioned that his union pension is in the red. That is not good. ATM repair guy. Backlog of parts to repair. If we can't get those, ATMs could be down. More stress on the whole economy. This guy's from Walmart. He said there was massive over-ordering a year ago because of the pandemic and difficulty in getting things, so people went crazy. 14-foot trampolines. He saw one order come through, 10,000 units. Now they're getting these in. Stuff has been sitting on the ships for over a year. They have no warehouse room, so they're sending stuff to the stores in trailers and leaving the trailers at the store. So you might start seeing a lot of trailers at the store, and this is just overflow. He's worried about the end of June. Excuse me. Second quarter numbers will be out, and if these numbers are bad, he says massive layoffs. He says at his location there could be 300 people laid off. This is from a Frito-Lay plant in the South. Workers told not to return until further notice because this is ingredients shortage, and they make cookies and other food products. This is from a guy that does fire extinguisher inspections and also emergency lights. So he goes into a lot of businesses and talks to a lot of people. Biggest concern about all his guys and gals he visits is labor. They can't keep or hire CDL truck drivers. A home heating company can't get heating oil. I guess they drive to the port and get it directly from the big tanks. It is currently now at $6.50. They expect it to go sky high by wintertime. He does some machine shops. Usually there's an owner and 5 or 6 guys, or now it's just an owner and 1 guy, or just an owner. So machine shops in his area are suffering. He does not know if it's lack of material, lack of jobs. He doesn't know. He didn't ask. Also, a large foam insulation company that makes big insulated foam boards. They can't get the chemicals to make the foam boards. So if you're needing that soon on a project, you might want to start looking for it now. Supercuts, get a haircut, which I desperately need. One hairdresser in the shop, she said no one wants to work. They can't hire any other hairdressers. Michigan, Gasoline, $4.99 a gallon. Eggs for 12 at one place, $3.05. At another place, $3.35. Almost zero cans of cat food. This is from a Honda car plant in the South. It makes the Honda Pilot and the Honda Passport. They're running between 80 and 85% of normal because they lack components to build more cars. This shortage is costing this plant 900 cars a week are not being produced. Let's go to Tennessee. This lady said flour, 5 pounds, was $3.69. It has shot up to $4.99. Cornmeal, 5 pounds, $3.69, shot up to $4.99. Yeast from $1.69 to $2.49. This is serious inflation. This is a husband and wife team that drives CDL, so semi-drivers. They pick up from a mid-sized company. They pick up car parts and they haul them to a warehouse. This week, no parts at all to pick up from this place. When they take them to this warehouse, it's unloaded and separated and then sent to different stores. So what this is doing is those warehouse workers don't have work. So now we have the semi-driver losing money, and now we potentially could have a bunch of warehouse workers losing money. This is a quote. I am literally almost crying because I know once trucking stops, we are just hours away from chaos. This is from Canada, province of Newfoundland. The provincial government told the gas station owners to prepare for $5 a liter for gas. This would be $19 a gallon. This would be unheard of. This would be catastrophic. I hope it does not happen. One farmer said that there's some unplowed fields in his area. The reason is it's not a fertilizer shortage. It is too wet. And the seed this year costs so much money, they don't want to put the seed in the ground and have it rot. He also buys bottled water. It has gone from $2.99 to $3.29 and then immediately to $3.69. This is a regional chef that works for a hospital system, a large hospital system that covers 3 states. Basically, food prices have doubled for them. Staff critically short. Containers to put food in, short. Some food is no longer even being ordered because it's not even available. And parts for the equipment for their kitchen, can't find them, unfixable. They're modifying menus for patients because they don't have food they need to feed them. They're closing stations down in cafeterias and their cafes because no staff to work it or no product to sell. Idaho. Wealthy people are moving into the area. A fixer-upper in this area is $400,000, so local people really can't afford even to buy a house. $10 to $12 for customer service jobs. $10 to $12, you can't live off of that. A lady wants you to notice that when you go to the farmer's market, make sure you're buying really what you're getting. One person was advertising fresh eggs, so the lady started a conversation and asked them, are these from your eggs? And the lady just turned around and didn't talk to her. This probably, she thinks, is that someone's buying eggs and then repackaging them and then selling them as fresh eggs, assuming you're going to think they're farm fresh, but they're not. So, and you can, it's the difference between like $3 or $8 in some areas. Be aware of scams. I know of one place around here that was doing it. They are not doing it anymore. They were selling a meat product, but they were also buying produce at a warehouse, putting it in different containers like natural bushel baskets and stuff like that, taking it with them to the farmer's market, selling it alongside their product of the meat, and they were deceiving customers thinking you're getting something that you're not. Be aware of this. Alberta, Canada. Heavy-duty repair industry. I don't know what this is. Heavy-duty repair industry. They're getting parts, but they're slower and they're taking a few weeks to get here. The increased costs on those parts. They have a shortage of Class 1 drivers. A 4x8 sheet of plywood's up to $94 for them. And grocery bills are skyrocketing up in the Alberta area. This is from Missouri Department of Corrections, an officer that works there. They are short 1,000 officers. They increase pay, but they still can't attract enough workers. They had to close 3 prisons last year. One was 1,000 offenders in their prison. They also closed 2 smaller drug rehab facilities. Sam's, numerous people have sent me this one. expiration dates on the can are very, very, very close to expiring. So is Sam's cleaning out warehouses? Is manufacturing cleaning out warehouses because they just don't have enough to sell? Look at expiration dates. It's very important, especially if you're trying to store 2 and 3 years down the road. You don't want to get a product that's just a few months out. You want to get the freshest product. Walgreens. Price increases at the home office occur so fast that the store doesn't have time to change the prices in the aisles, so that's causing confusion with customers when they come up to pay for it, and there's a large increase. It also causes headaches for the workers. Freight broker has confirmed a lot of things I've said about freight. He says rates are at a 2 to 3 years ago, the same amount, all the same, but you have to take into account diesel fuels exploded, maintenance on your rig has exploded, everything has exploded, but the poor truck drivers are getting the same rates 2 to 3 years ago. The system can't hold together with that. This is in Alabama. Police officer patrol cars are falling apart. They can't get parts. They desperately need new cars, but they can't order them. Going to a bank. This lady, 40 years of service to a bank, started right out of high school and worked her way up to management. I congratulate you for doing that. They're closing things down, being bought out. 32 branches in that area are going to be closed. Air Force Base, a commissary, like a grocery store. In Florida, pasta section pretty much empty. And they're having problems getting bagged, dry dog food. Ammo supply. This is from an ammo manufacturing company, large one. If I gave you a name, 99.9% of you would know it. He got to work the other day, and they are going to shut down the 45 ball ammo and 45 hollow point. He said they just finished a big order of 45. I don't know where they were going, but why did they do that? That's my question. Are they concentrating on other calibers? Got other contracts? Moving on. Yacht. Guy that does yacht repair. Big jobs. 100,000 plus. He has jobs that are almost done. He's missing one thing, caulk. I assume boats use tons of caulk to keep everything nicely sealed. 3 to 6 month back order on caulk. This is electric motor mechanic. Electric motor mechanic. He works on government contracts, on communication towers. He was asked to figure out a way to convert the antennas on top of the towers, instead of electronically moving, that they can be moved manually. This is concerning to me. Why do they want to step back in time? Are they worried about something happening where it takes out these electronics and they want to be able to move that? I don't know if it's for directional. I don't know, but that is concerning to me. Indiana, Memorial Day, fuel was $4.49. The day after, $4.89. That's a 40% increase. Also, the minor league baseball stadium in their area has gone cashless. You have to use a debit or credit card. This is from an HVAC contractor. He's done this 27 years and have never seen anything like this. January 1st, since January 1st, he's had 3 price increases on heat pumps and all kinds of equipment for heating and air. One was a 12%, another one was a 12%, and he just got hit with a 7%. So, since June of 2020, he's had 65% increase on his equipment that he's buying. Indianapolis, the homeless shelters are full. Even cheap hotels are not available for people that need places to stay. Rent has increased so high. Gas, $4.90. This is from a farm in Illinois. A solution pump on a sprayer went out, so he goes to the John Deere dealership, tries to buy one. They don't have one. They even said to him they've had one ordered for their shop since January. They don't have an ETA on it to get brought into their shop from John Deere because it has not been manufactured yet. That's how crazy things are. So he had to drive 150 miles to find something that will work. It is a very common sprayer. He said his neighbor ordered a new planter in January, February time of 2021. Still nothing. Also, he looked at a semi-truck at the local place. They're a year out. They won't give you a quote. And the dealership is only given 6 trucks for all of 2022. Also, he has not been given the price of fertilizer for the fall. He says he's okay now, but the fall will dictate what they start planting. Moving to Florida. This area is a strawberry and watermelon county, and that's all they grow. Guy noticed the strawberry field is no longer there. The guy is growing corn, and the reason is he cannot get animal feed to feed his cows, so he's going to grow his own. And he took out very profitable strawberries so he could get some food for his cows. Tractor production. He gave me a lot of big names, and he didn't want me to mention them. Tractor production, they can't get the engines to put in the tractor, so they're building the tractor, and then someone else builds the engine, and they plop it in there. They can't get the engines.